And hello, everybody. Sorry about the wait there. I was going to go and roll the transition, but, you know, you've already seen it once, you've seen it twice, you've seen it three times. Skip all of that. Anyway, with me here, I've got my man Keith, Gematria Database with me here. Let's see here. Where's his... there we go. That's him right there. Now you got to say something.
Hello.
Hey, there he is, loud and clear. How you doing, man?
Doing well. How are you?
Surviving. Any day above ground, they say, is a good one. So I'll take it as a W in lieu of anything else. But yeah, you know, I was thinking about the general, feeling out there, and I bet you a lot of people are looking back at the year and just going like, "Holy shit, what just happened?" And I think for the first time in a long time, most people can actually say they weren't the worst ones this time around. So, but what say you? You were in the city of sin itself. How's Vegas?
Oh, I'm not there now, but yeah, it's fine. It's weird. It's like people don't really know how to drive out there.
You know,
So
it's funny you say that because there's a lot of that when you get out west. There's a lot of differences in driving. You get someone from Alberta, they don't know how to take corners or turns at all, really, and they just go way too fast, and they usually die when they come here. But you know,
yeah, I saw like two like right in front, like
oh wow,
accidents like happen. You know, and it's funny they were like solo accidents too. Like one was trying to I guess go over the divider, the middle divider or something like at a fast speed and just ramped it, and just like got caught on top of it. And then
play too much Grand Theft Auto, probably.
it was full on Grand Theft Auto right in front of me. It was crazy. And then the other one was like a person was like traveling way too fast on the road and then taking a left, like with like wheels peeling and stuff, and it was like a man type of thing. So it didn't make any sense. And then he like kind of tried to like correct after turning too far,
Oh,
so they didn't like run into a building. They ended up hitting against the curb and basically turning the right tire and the
well,
front
well, how
all the way sideways,
how,
breaking the axle.
how long ago was that now? Like, given to today's like Christmas Day,
It was a couple of days ago.
so like the 23rd. So totally
Yeah, it was
totally fits the profile of
20.
someone trying to get their last little bit of
Definitely.
partying in before the before it's time to lock down.
Something. It was funny, and then the person just kind of casual, like after he figured he couldn't fix it, he like casually walked away.
I don't know. I,
and then cops showed up. Um, it was first one, and then it was two, and then it was three. Then
those fleeting moments when the bar just wasn't enough, and then it goes into like the next day. It's yeah. I've
it
I,
was early in the morning. We
I,
were we were just outside, like smoking after like
right,
at a night party type of thing.
right,
They were throwing themselves for
I'm,
the staff
right,
for
right.
Christmas
Yeah,
or whatever.
I'm not talking from personal experience or anything. Like I don't know anything about that kind of nightlife.
But that's just an example of like how frequently the accidents happen there.
Mm. Well, it's like how close are you to the highway, and like like there's that transition. Like people get out of the town driving to like to like actual highway driving. That traversal between like that could be the game changer for somebody. If they're
Well,
not
the
if
streets are definitely bigger
yeah,
over there.
like
Like there's like 5 lanes or something like
yeah.
that, or like
And
or like
getting on the
four
highway is
two
not the
on the.
problem, right? It's the getting off the highway and then decelerating and then getting used to being decelerated because, because everything just seems so slow suddenly when you get off the highway. It's like, what?
Oh yeah. Although people don't seem to follow like the rules of the road either.
I've
Like
no,
and very impatient.
I've noticed
Very
that like
impatient.
everything, like anything where there's like rules or expectations, either it's 100% and a foot, you know what I mean, or it's like they'll make it up as they go. And like every business I've seen that I've had, the pleasure of dealing with has pretty much used every excuse in the book, with related to the sickness, and yeah, it's like, really, like, you're a pizza delivery service. How what? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just silly how like the quality of a service can degrade so far, and it's like, oh, it's because of the disease, the sickness, whatever. Fuck.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous, to be honest, but hey, and whatever non
What's
secular
interesting
holiday.
about Vegas is how they mock everything. Like they have all these names of companies and businesses and fast food joints and things like that, and like mom and pop type of places or whatever. But they have these other names for them that kind of have this kind of mocking of the normal style. For instance, one like that's down the way from where I work called Angry Chicks, right? But it's spelled a different spelling, like and and it's about a place where you get chicken, like just various chicken like setups or whatever.
Right.
And then there's another one called Terribles, which is like a 7-Eleven, So it's like it's weird. They have these weird names for chicken.
You know what I just
That's just
just sat
example.
here thought I was thinking about for the last 5 minutes while you were talking. I swear to God, and I don't want to be rude to you, so I might as well just come right out and say it. I'm trying to remember where Die Hard, the first movie, took place. Was that in New York or was that in L.A.? Like, was that near Vegas?
No, I believe it was New York because they were
Okay,
in the Empire State Building.
okay. I'm mixing my movies then. Okay, I was just wondering. I was like, wasn't that movie? Don't ask me how my brain went there. But it's a Christmas movie.
But
Come
there's
on.
but there's supposedly 9/11 references um, in that movie or with that
Oh,
movie or
yeah.
bringing up to that movie or something like that. The
There's
poster,
9/11 references
something like
in
that.
everything, though. You know what I mean? Like in slices of toast, all sorts of stuff.
It's strange that there's a lot in the 80s,
Yeah.
the
Well,
early 90s.
okay.
That
There's
was that
there's
was I think
definitely
big.
a plan got carried out that was preconceived, and if there was such a thing to be done, well, we already know. We talked about it before, and it was number one rules like you have to get people to go along with it. So it's
Well, they do have in the Hollywood world, they when you're watching a movie or whatever, they have this thing called foreshadowing, and that's like something that
but
actually
yeah,
like
you're right.
they show
Yeah,
you what they're gonna do before they do it. They try to get you to like figure it out before they reveal it.
right now.
And in our Truth Sphere world, it's like more that foreshadowing in the real world becomes predictive programming.
Right, right, right. Yeah, I see. Yeah, it's like it's kind of like getting back into the groove of this whole thing. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot about. Oh yeah, there's a whole field full of rabbit holes.
That's true.
You
That's
know,
true.
like for
You might just
anybody.
fall in.
I mean, and
It's
we're
they're almost like those bombs that they leave, like
yeah,
mines, like those mines that you step on.
yeah, like my dog leaves. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. But but yeah, the
Landmine. That's what I was trying to say.
landmines, exactly. That's exactly what they are.
The landmine holes.
Friggin'
Oh, speaking of,
and,
I
and
saw
there's
some new.
landmines in the rabbit holes too. Like it's like it's not over once you get in
Speak,
there.
you know what I
Friggin'
mean? Speaking of rabbit holes, I saw the new Matrix.
oh, did you? I don't wanna talk about it yet. I haven't seen it. I'm gonna download it. I mean,
Okay.
I mean, I'm
Well,
gonna, I'm
I
gonna,
wasn't
I'm gonna,
planning on it.
I mean, I'm gonna purchase it and watch it legitimately.
Okay. We all believe you.
Yar, matey. Fuck them. I almost don't even want to watch it. Like I'm
Download
almost,
responsibly.
I'm almost there. I was almost there, but I have to do it. I have to review it because I'm hardcore for the first three movies and the whole extended universe that they had with the Animatrix. That was fucking brilliant. all of it too in unique ways. But I mean, it's an overdone trope. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to make it sound like Blade Runner or anything. It was like definitely a Blade Runner. It was not, but it definitely had it had that cyberpunk kind of appeal to it, but still kind of, I don't know. It was still a kung fu movie to me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's a good thing you brought up there. I haven't really seen a lot of cyberpunk lately. It's almost like it, like
because it's all actually all because it's all online. It's actually cyberpunk now.
So it's like,
it became itself.
the original cyberpunk is not really what we are.
No,
like,
but
like they changed, like it's like they made it into what it is, but it seemed like what the appeal was from the cyberpunk, like like dick kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Or it's like the aesthetic.
Yeah.
Like how people
there's what people want and what they're willing to pay for, and then there's what any developers worth their salt anyway, at what they're willing to create or build. You know what I mean? And how much they're going to invest time-wise into it. Now, yeah, no, it's these things like video games, like they get better and better and better, and they're marketed and geared towards the markets of people that are buying them, obviously, and whatever those demographics may be, they're actually growing. Well, they're not growing. They're actually, what they're doing is they're sticking. They're actually sticking with the demographic that's getting older. That's just us, us old fogies now, by these kids standards, right? And they're just growing into it. Like they're literally just slipping into it as as entropy and time moves forward. But it's kind of funny though, because like, I mean, I still remember what it was like when nobody had computers, and I remember when fax machines were new. You know what I mean? It's like shit. Like like I don't know. How many millennials do you think were conceived on a photocopy machine? I'm just saying, on a Xerox, That's crack at the top of noon. Yeah, but I digress. Don't know nothing about that. So, yeah, guys, everybody, I just want to say, hey, I hope you all have your fingers and toes. If you remember my friend Rick, he does not have one of his fingers and a chunk of his thumb. Ran it through a table saw. Sorry, I just had to rip the Band-Aid off right there. Yeah. Yeah. Words come to mind. Yeah, hamburger meat, he said, and doctor, no. It's just, no, they can't put they can't put it back together. Like, it's gone. Yeah. It's like, oh, shit. Yeah, so just tip out a little drink there for Rick's the thumb and finger. And nah, at least he came out of it all right, though. I mean, it could have been a whole hand. I mean, geez, by the time you get that far deep into a saw, geez, you don't know what's going on. But safety first, guys. Safety first. Always use your guards. Don't take your eyes off the prize, which is your hand. The prize is you get to keep it. So I digress. But oh god. This holiday season's been as good to you as they have to me.
I don't know.
No?
I don't know how they've been to you, but like it's been all right. I mean, it's just trying to get by, with the less people kind of thing. Because we're like a tourist kind of area, and there's less tourism.
Well, that's what this town is like too. So like right after like Labor Day weekend, you'll still get a few outliers that are kind of still here, like lingering about, but they're the ones that have like, maybe they'll have a piece of property or they have a place here, and they kind of venture back and forth at will. But most of the time, like after Labor Day, it's just us lonely Colonians. Like it's just, we have no locals. And the funny thing is, nobody from here is actually from here anyway. Like, it's kind of like a destination for like, it's just where people go. It's where dreams go to die, and freaking what do you call those annuity checks are in plentiful, for the families anyway. That
Right.
that founded this place. Yeah, they just have a long lineup of their kindred. But I digress again. Man, I just smoked some weed and I'm like feeling it. But yeah, I'm also a bit tired, man. I've been at this sound issue that I've been having, and it's been making podcasting difficult because I'm trying to push these things so I can do all this crap, right? And it's like
Mhm.
this one thing doesn't work, and then the chain reaction stuff is like, no, I got to replace all of it. So I've replaced the sound subsystem like 3 times, and I've gone back and reverted a couple times, and then forward again with new insight. And anyway, I've almost got this thing figured out. I'm looking over at OBS right now. It's showing signs of life. Everything seems to be okay. Um, I'm not seeing anybody. Apparently there's people watching, but no one's in the chat that I know of. Anyway, I'm not even really paying attention to the chat right this second, but I probably should go over there.
Welcome, chat.
Welcome everybody. Yeah, geez, it's been one of those. It's been one of those years, you know. I was thinking about it, and it's like nothing really stands out, like at all. Like everything is like just one big gray blob against a gray background. You know what I mean? It's just like you have these like you might have the odd good day,
Out of loop
but
for
yeah,
like the longest time.
yeah, but you have those you have those good days, but in a long succession of really shitty ones. So it's just barely a
Oh,
pull,
yeah.
barely a pulse. But
And long ones. They're just long ones.
yeah, I'll say. Hang on a second. Who the fuck is
Now the days are gonna get shorter.
Facebooking me? Somebody's Facebooking me. I heard a dingo ding.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell that was. Ah, shit, I don't know how to use these things. Old man here. But, yeah, here's a clip I want to pull up. This is this is a crazy,
Yeah.
hang on a second here.
Yeah.
Okay, you can hear it, but I don't think it was going out, so I'm just going to send that on out to where everybody else is. I'm just going to hit play. Where is it here? Just got to find the thing. Maybe it was heard. I don't know.
I heard it, but I don't know if the audience did.
No, it's not going out on OBS. Yeah, okay. No big deal.
Going to me.
Yeah, because I'm playing it directly into your ear holes. But yeah, it's going into there. All right, no big deal. I'm gonna stick that right in over here. One more time. Yeah.
Regardless of the fact
Where's
that
the
we
other
are
one?
attacking your fundamental rights or
right.
limiting
Hopefully that
your
did something.
fundamental rights,
Yep.
and the charter says that wrong, we're still going to go ahead and do with it. It's
I'm even gonna back that up. All right. Okay. We'll play that from the top. Ooh, I just heard. Did you hear that?
regardless of the fact that we are attacking
I hear it. Yeah.
your fundamental rights or limiting your fundamental
All right,
rights.
second.
Hello.
Hi.
And the
Okay,
charter
hold
says
on a
that
second.
wrong.
I'm on a thing.
We're still going to go ahead and do with it. It's basically a loophole that allows a
Oh,
majority
okay.
to override fundamental rights of a minority.
One more time.
Regardless
That's crazy.
of the fact that we are attacking your fundamental rights or limiting your fundamental rights, and the charter says that wrong, we're still going to go ahead and do with it. It's basically a loophole that allows a majority to override fundamental rights of a minority.
Yeah. Wow. Ain't that something? Jesus. Yeah. It almost makes my I don't know. It makes my blood curdle a little bit. Like it's like wow. what kind of a twisted play is that to just come out and say that? Like it's just absolutely insane, really, at the end of the day. But yeah, yeah, there's that. That's what he thinks of your rights and you know your ability to either defend yourself or take care of yourself in any way that doesn't involve being dominated, like basically, completely dominated. You know what I mean? But you're back now.
No, sorry about that.
No
Yeah, I
worries.
had a call came through. I don't know. It like apparently like takes over.
Well, that's fine. That's cool. It last time that happened, it kind of disconnected the call. It looks like that somebody did some coding and fixed this free conference. Remember it broke it, and then you had to call back in or something.
I thought I did have to call back in. What happened?
No, it brought you right back in. It just refreshed you. It just brought. It just had you. It
Oh,
did.
but I did have to actually push the
Oh,
go
did you?
to the
Oh, okay, okay. Well, it didn't seem
and
like
then
it.
join the meeting.
It just showed your logo. It showed that you were still in. Well, for me anyway.
But you couldn't hear me.
Well, there just wasn't anybody there. I thought you walked away.
Did it mute me?
Thought you went to go pinch
Well,
a
that's
loaf.
good to know.
Yeah.
No. But that's good. That's good to know. So if a call comes through, then it'll just mute you and put a logo on.
Yeah, it didn't disconnect the call. I don't think. Anyway, if it did, it was very brief. I didn't notice it. I looked away and I looked back. You were still there, as far as I was aware. But hey, I'm not a ninja anymore. But oh yeah, shit. This will transition. Now this is usually the point where I say screw studio mode. I'll just kind of let it do its own thing. I gotta do. Yeah, I got a lot of new plugins and shit for OBS. It'll be kind of interesting to see. I'll be playing around with some things. So yeah, there'll be a lot of streaming in the next few days. I've been doing video game streams on Teb Sucks at Gaming. I've been doing, well, I started a dev vlog stream, which basically just figured out whatever I'm figuring out that day. Just basically watching me work. But yeah, doing a few different things, just trying to get back into the habit of podcasting and also honing the system down because right now it's almost there. It's just a pain in the ass to
Right.
get it like ready for like audio production and then for streaming like and still have it like it's a nightmare. But Manjaro Linux is fucking doing an awesome job for me, so I'm really enjoying working with that operating system. And I won't bore anybody with that talk. Well, I don't know. We have a choice. I don't know what I was going to go on about today. And I asked you earlier, and it was basically either to go on about the ARPANET and going right back to the very first inception of what the internet would be, and this is going back into the early '60s. Now, that story is very, very rife with rabbit holes along the way, as is my other topic, and it's basically to deal with a man known as Robert Strecker, who was basically at the time he was a kind of like he was a guy who stamped, denied. Like he had to find a reason. Like he was I guess he was an insurance adjuster, or working in that capacity anyway for an insurance company, and he had knowledge of microbiology and a few other things. And he really he discovered a few trends with the whole AIDS thing, and he really cracked it open. Anyway, that's a very, very interesting story, and I kind of want to get into that because there's a lot of similarities, parallels, and also I believe that there's some. I think there's some connections to some of the names. I'm pretty certain, but we'll have to do that more investigatory kind of work as the new year comes into play, and hopefully we're not living in an internment camp, right?
Yeah. One thing about these cyberpunk stories from the past where usually they were inside of dystopia um, style settings. Like, why were the people hacking in the
Yeah.
first place? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's some sort of authority element that was being battled against.
There's also the because I don't have an answer for that one, so I'll counter it with another question. Look,
Okay.
what about the similarity of the release date of the Cyberpunk video game, the sickness, and lockdowns? Did you notice there was a very, very, very
I
tight?
didn't know about that game. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, and the thing is that they put that game out before it was like even really ready. Like whoever said it was ready, I guess didn't know anything about video games.
I mean, there was bugs and stuff.
Yeah, it was just loaded full of bugs and unfinished stuff that like instead of just removing it like completely from the game now and just reintroducing it later when it's finished, they didn't do that. They just left unfinished shit in there and like, oh yeah, gaping holes
They
in
did
it.
that with Manhunt too.
Yeah. No, but
The first one, Manhunt.
yeah, like the first Grand Theft Auto 3D, like Grand Theft Auto 3, when that came out, it was kind of unfinished, but it was the first of its kind.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it kind of had an excuse to be a little shit, but it was also in development for like 3 years or something, like something crazy, something huge anyway. So like they had to get the game out before like the equipment that it was supposed to come out on was fucking obsolete, right? But
Yeah.
I guess they had the software development kits like early and stuff like that. It was supposed to be one of the flagship games for PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2 rather. So, but that's all a nice story. I like some of these stories about these video game companies though that like go toe to toe against each other. Some of these stories are pretty freaking like crazy. Like these are fun stories. Like these aren't like I'm not talking about the stories where someone's family gets fucked over. I just mean like when these companies go toe to toe and end up getting absorbed or bought out by the same guys anyway at the end of the day. But it's just it's an interesting rabbit hole to kind of get absorbed in. I guess yeah, I know. I wonder how many people are returning to work after this holiday season. I just want anyone listening to say, just to sit nice and relaxed and just say, fuck it. Don't have to think about it right now. I'm sure that you'll stress yourself out later. So just enjoy the moment now.
Yeah.
Take it in. Whatever it is that you subscribe to, also, because I know it's not everyone's celebrating the you know the Santa Claus festivities, but
Also Saturnalia.
oh, Saturnalia, yeah, right,
You know. And pagan. Like solstice,
yeah.
which is on the first,
Isn't there
22nd.
isn't there a Spanish? Isn't there a celebration of the dead around this time of year?
I'm not sure.
I'm trying to remember if it's this time of year or more closer to Halloween. I'm just trying to put it in perspective. I can't remember now. It's been a while since I've been down there. Holy shit! Can't
They
believe it.
probably have like a Santeria thing.
Yeah, they do that. What time of year is that again? Isn't that like April though? That one?
I have no idea.
I think that's closer to Easter. I thought. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know Easter.
Maybe.
Like Mexico goes ape shit over Easter. Easter is like bigger than New Year's and Christmas combined. Like it's huge. Like they'll push effigies of their sacred people like up and down streets for 4 days, firing off firecrackers and hauling big huge lights connected to like 12-volt batteries and chains, and it's just they're nuts. I
Oh,
I
a
was
parade.
I was going down the highway and it was I don't know, it was black. It was black night. It was dark. Like, and I saw flashes. I was like, "What the hell?" And then boom, boom, right over top of the car. I thought we were being friggin' bombarded. I was like, "What the shit's that?" And yeah, no, they were just shooting off rockets, like firecrackers, and uh, pushing these big carts that were like built on bike frames, and like, oh shit, like, all kinds of wacky stuff. It was crazy. But no, they really get into it though. Yeah. The effort,
Okay.
yeah, the effort's there. It's just nuts. I don't know how much effort people put into stuff like that nowadays. It's just like what they can buy. You know what I mean? Like, what do I,
Yes.
what do I buy? You know? I mean, you put work into your cosplay when you do that, and there's some people that do a lot of decent work. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to, you know, infringe upon their hard work. But I mean, it's just like for the most part, a lot of people take the easy way out.
Oh yeah, like if you just want to get a costume and wear it and then go to a con, that's not really cosplay.
No, no, no. That's I know a bunch of cosplay guys, and I'm a poser. No.
Yeah, it's kind of a lifestyle,
Yeah, I can do me pretty well. That's about it.
and it's like you don't usually just like stay in one character and then do that character all the time. It's like you kind of evolve, and then get um, inspired to do others
Yeah. Well,
as
I've been,
different. And
yeah, yeah,
it's not just towards, I don't know, sci-fi or cartoons or like anime. It's like widespread. Like even dramas are oriented into it, like Twin Peaks, or
yeah,
or like different movies, action shows, like like people dress like the Golden Girls sometimes because that's like a sitcom from the 80s.
yeah.
It just depends on the aspect
Man, I gotta my buff.
and how deeply you want to be that character.
I gotta adjust my buffers here. I'm getting a lot of X runs.
Most cosplayers aren't actually impersonators,
No, no, you're right. That's right.
but some impersonators do become cosplayers.
Yeah. No, it's funny.
Not all.
There was a lot of like in the parades that were in Mexico, because they did a lot of parades. Like they'd have a parade at the drop of a hat. Like I swear to God, even yeah, you'd even drop your hat, and they would just probably have a parade. Yeah, but it's pretty insane. But yeah, I saw Star Wars stormtroopers one day, another day it was like Jack Sparrow, and like I don't know, just out of the blue though,
Oh,
like.
sounds like Disney related. Maybe they were Disney
I don't know.
oriented
I don't know if Disney
cosplayers.
I don't know if Disney had acquired them yet. When was this? Now this would be 5 years, 5 6 years. It'd be close. It'd be close. Oh, you know
After
what? You know what? It definitely was. It definitely was after they acquired them, because I remember I saw The Force Awakens when I was when I was in 3 feet of frickin' snow in the Fraser Valley about 3 weeks before that. But yeah, I went from freezing my balls off to
Yeah, 'cause
sweating them off.
there's the Rebel Legion and then the 501st, and they're both Disney-owned companies,
Oh yeah, yeah. No, no, but I mean when The Force Awakens came out, that was the first Disney Star Wars,
but they're also cosplayers.
right? But after that, though, I'm just saying though that the cosplayers would have to focus on the Disney memorabilia or the old memorabilia, because I think during the property transfer, like there's a certain amount that has to be original or representative. I know they did that with Star Trek. I don't know if it applies to Star Wars, so I could be totally fucking wrong. But
With the company setting of the Rebel Legion and the 501st, they have certain rules that they follow, and the top or the heads or the people that are running the information that's going back and forth are elitists.
right,
They kind of just they're kind of like those nerds that like now have power.
uh-huh.
So then they use it against the people that want to become part of the Rebel Legion or the 501st.
Yes.
And so
Yeah,
they have all these like kind of membership ruling setups that you have to do in order to get into it,
right.
and you have to wear a certain type of clothing. It's got to be like a certain style that is regulated by the organization and all this bullshit. So it's like very elitism. in the way to become it. But once you become it, then you get to go to like basically Shriner hospitals where the kids are, like
Right.
fire burns and stuff like that, and they're like hella young and they don't get to see things like that. So then they come and they play the roles of the real, movie made looking cosplayers.
Right.
Like they look like that in the movie.
Mm-hmm. I remember seeing a really impressive Iron Man costume. Dude made it out of that foam rubber stuff, and
Warbler, probably Warbler.
yeah, whatever. I just say
I
yeah,
don't know,
but
something that the armor. If
right.
you see armor, usually that's what it is.
It does look. It looks like the polished titanium, but yeah, it was as bendy as like a beer cozy.
Yeah, exactly. And some Warbler is harder than others, just like levels.
Yeah.
And you basically you can use it to shape around stuff.
And you can heat treat it and make it denser, like if you pack it down.
Yeah, exactly. And you actually heat treating also allows it to mold things.
Right.
You can mold around stuff and shape it, and that's how it gets their like form. There's also 3D printing, but 3D printing is usually like rough, so you need to like put the 3D printing on top of something that's soft.
Right.
So like I had the idea of like taking 3D printing, making the RoboCop outfit,
Mm-hmm.
and then putting Warbler on the inner exterior that's attached to the 3D printing.
Yeah.
So then it appears to be like the real, design.
Yeah. And 3D printing, just so everyone knows, that just means a lot of acetone and using a Dremel. that's bottom line.
Yeah, and yeah, you have to, after you 3D print something, generally you have to kind of go back on it.
Yeah, you got to clean it up. You got
yeah.
And then you get the acetone to kind of.
So that's what a lot of the cosplay thing is. It's
Mm-hmm.
like the building process and like going through it and then like showing people how it's done, those types of things. So and then presenting it, and seeing how, it affects people. And then, getting pictures with people. If people are getting pictures of you, that's telling you that it's worthy of these pictures.
Right. Yeah, I'm getting.
That becomes kind of addictive.
I'm getting some creative ideas coming down the pipe too, like to work on a few other things now that I'm finally out of that development hell cycle. I'm trying to get back into the production side of it, trying to get back into the streaming. Yeah, I mean, Jesus, it's been a long road, man. I've been learning a lot of stuff, but I mean, it's kind of like been sitting in here rotting away. But hey, it is what it is. Another year. But like I said,
being out in Vegas, I need like to kill time, so now I'm like playing Minecraft again.
Which is God,
hilarious because I was like addicted to it like
I
don't know, a while ago, like a few phones ago.
I tore open a sour wound just yesterday or the day before there. I went and checked out EVE Online, downloaded the 290 fucking gigabytes. It's huge. But anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd give it a go. Just say hey, and I'd stream it and show them. And I cut it off like 15 minutes, and I fuck this. I'm gonna play Grand Theft Auto.
It's too widespread, huh? Like,
no, because my character's in the alpha state, and if you pay money, then you get the Omega state, and everything's unlocked, right? All the shit that I've had since my well, I've got an '08 character. I can fucking fly capital ships like fucking, and like I can't fly a battle.
Right, so you're like downgraded.
Oh,
like downgraded.
Super downgraded.
I don't want to be downgraded.
But I was like, I can't even fucking buy a fucking super fast fucking micro warp drive. It's like, no, you can get a fucking shitty fucking thruster upgrade, but not a goddamn micro warp drive. I was like, fuck. Yeah. Anyway, That was probably the geek.
Yeah.
That's the geekiest thing that's come out of my mouth today. But I digress.
Right.
Fuck. Yeah. Yeah. That's that. But yeah, it's kind of funny though. I mean, I'm trying to spread it out a bit, and I gotta get back to fixing up my shop here, my little workbench area, because I got a lot of shit I have to fix. So I'll probably be filming a lot of that too for the tech show. And I got
Cool.
the Pico keypad is kind of neat because I've been using it as a MIDI input device for Hydrogen, which is a beat machine kind of program for the Linux operating system. But it's pretty sweet. Lights up when you push the buttons. I can't really show it because it's stuck to the side here. I can't rip it off or move the camera. Sorry. Wires are everywhere. Jesus, yeah, there's so many wires in this place. It's insane. But I got a lot of cleaning up to do here. It's funny because I only show the camera views just enough to show a part of the mess, and then it's like, yeah, no, if it's outside the frame of the camera, it doesn't exist. There's nothing over here. There's no dead hooker falling out. Oh, hey, put that back. No, be afraid a dead hooker will roll out of the carpet somewhere. But,
Right.
It's never happened. But
Yes.
anyway, moving on. But
You're like, change the subject.
nah, that's all a good fun. Hey, so are you one of these losers who do the New Year's resolution thing?
No, I think I did that when I was younger, but as I got older, I feel like it's like pointless. I usually break it.
I did it once, and it's just that not to have any more New Year's resolutions, and I've been doing pretty good so far since then. That was like 30 years ago.
There you go.
That was at least 30 years ago. So things for the note, I have to increase the buffer size because I am getting X runs with this current configuration. Mind you, it is bloody trippy how complex it is. Because I have multiple devices, and I'm also going to be sending out to another machine that's going to be sending the broadcast to the radio station. It's just the audio alone. I wonder why I didn't put that on. This is going to be kind of semi-visual anyway. But yeah, I can pretty much launch on both mediums right away, and also restream on several different platforms, including our own on EPGN.ch, which if you haven't been there, you should check it out. We got we got a community waiting to happen right there. And yeah, it brings us to our sponsor, me, Echelon Publishers Group. If you want hosting, hey, get in touch with me. I'll hook you up. And if you need domain name registered, or if you need any kind of services regarding your domain name that you currently have, let me know. We'll do something about that. And
you still have BeerTube going?
I still got what in now?
BeerTube?
Yeah, BeerTube is actually, it is. I heard that the newest version just came out, and I was going to upgrade that for Christmas, but oh well, didn't happen. But it should be up and running right now. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, that's good. I had a little bit of problem.
I want to let people know on BeerTube, you can also do like what you can do on Odyssey, where it takes the information from whatever you made on YouTube, and you can move it over.
Yeah,
and you can move other people's stuff over.
Yeah,
you want to save something that you think is going to be removed off of YouTube or another place, and you can transfer it over.
You can rip and leach, and it works well. It even takes like your description. It'll take your like all your other metadata that you punched in over on YouTube. It'll take most of that anyway. You might have to reconfigure some of it here and there, but yeah, it's really handy.
So EPGN can be another basket that you put your stuff in, just so if it does get lost somewhere, you'll have a backup.
Yeah, and the good thing about the software that BeerTube uses is actually a platform called PeerTube with a P. I just took the P out and slapped a B on it. It seemed like normal. But yeah, it's really cool because it's a federated, it's decentralized. So like it's just basically made up of all these different servers that people are running, and they can choose to federate or not. And if they federate, it just links them all together into like a decentralized net, kind of like a blockchain almost. And it's not a blockchain, but it works on the same principle of peer to peer authorization and authentication. Now, that being said, you can basically have your stuff in multiple places on the internet. Once you upload to a PeerTube site that's being championed by another one, they'll carry redundant information for each other. So it's a really, really cool way. And this is one of the things I've been working towards learning about the last couple of years now. And it's basically about increasing our ability to work as our own network. Like we don't need to go to these big giants for their tools. It's increasingly easier for any one of us just to run a small little $10 a month Linode, server, and have an RTMP sequence, or running PeerTube, or Mastodon, which I'm running a Mastodon instance called Blitter, and you can find that at blitter.epgn.ch. Now, yeah, I mean, these things are all like decentralized apps, and they all work on the principle of common common agreements and authentication. So basically, it's very, very, very secure, and it's very customizable. You can do what you want with it. I was trying to find the other thing, but yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I'm pretty hyped about it.
Yeah, me too.
It's yeah, like I said, I've been developing, I've been trying out different things. We've also got a Nextcloud server as well, which is really cool, but I took it offline just so the rest of the sites can operate. I kind of built a bunch of stuff. I wanted to see what would stick, and then I just kind of, put the other ones on the back burner until we can get some more server space. But right now we can barely afford what we have. It's fucking increasingly expensive.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
These things take time, and generally an investment of some sort.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what those whole other blockchain servers base on, essentially. Like BitChute, for instance,
Right.
is a good example.
Right.
And they still haven't even made their quota yet.
Yeah. Well, I've still I take the absolute hardest way possible, and I execute that plan. It's like, what's the hardest way I could do a thing? Okay, do it this way, and then.
But what I like about BeerTube or PeerTube or whatever is that when you put a video up there or you transfer it over, it doesn't take forever to run.
Well, I'm having problems with that right now because I switched my storage over to Amazon AWS, and their S3 data storage solutions, they're not the greatest. I even activated acceleration on there. I'm gonna go over it again and just see if there's something that I missed or whatever the fuck. But it's not all it's cracked up to be for instantaneous access and what have you. Unless I've got something set up wrong, I'm gonna have to do some looking through the forums and what have you, right? But man.
Well, after you transfer it over and then it uploads completely.
Some of them don't fucking load up.
And you have it in your library, then it pretty much pops up pretty fast when you go and look at it.
Okay, let me see if it does it for me. Maybe it's just where I am geographically or some bullshit. But let me just here do this.
So last time I was there, it was like that.
Yeah. All right, so I'm at BeerTube. Hey, look at that. Hey, that scene worked. Yay. Yes, cool. I'm out of studio mode. All right, which one of me am I going to be? I'll be that one. All right. Oh, what do we got here? Okay, new version of PeerTube is available. Look at that, 4.0.0. I'm looking forward to that. That should probably make a lot of things better, especially where it
Yeah,
comes,
probably.
probably where it
Fix
comes
some
with
issues.
like with the S3 service. Like I'll show you how long it takes sometimes to get a video to come up for me. Um, ones that have been up like that have been put up recently come up a lot quicker. The ones that were up there like a longer ago just take forever and a friggin' year. Registered
Well,
service.
I've had some that not even show. Like I had to like upload it a couple times.
Right. Well, I've got quite a few users on here already. I won't. I won't go showing the user's name, but yeah. So if you go to local videos here, these are the ones that have been uploaded to the server. Once they load up, watch this make me look like a total jackass. A lot of Mexicans have found my server, and it's pretty cool. A second here.
Nice.
Oh wait, hang on. There. Okay, let's see how this goes. Práctica de Realm Royal para el torneo. Come on. One steamboat. 5 steamboats. That's 30 fucking steamboats. See what I mean?
Well, I'm not watching it, but
Oh, okay.
I'm on the phone,
Oh, I see, yeah.
and I'd have to go to a different screen, which would probably take me off of this screen.
Well, yeah, I just thought I should be sharing my virtual cam, so that should be my OBS output if you see my little screen there, like my little me.
I do see that, and it shows me and you, but it's like paused.
Oh. Well, I've got that overlaid on top of the view of the. Yeah, it's just not going. Now, let's see here. Let's go back to local videos again. Now, I have a feeling I know what it might be, and I got to go look at it. Now, okay, here's one. I don't know if the file linkage, if they break somehow, but they shouldn't, because they're like done by actual names, so they're not linked by like some weird crazy number node and hybrid naming scheme or nothing. No, they just pass the name. Like they literally are. You can drop in, replace them. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like to another drive or whatever. Just as long as the directory path is the same, then it's no big deal. And I don't know why, because I'm paying for it. I'm paying Amazon for that shit. God damn it. I'm paying Linode. I'm paying friggin' Orange website. I'm paying friggin' who's the other guys? Name Hero. And they double dip. I gotta deal with that stupid business next. Ah well, never a dull day. And I haven't made any money yet. But it's all right. Hopefully, I want to put out quality, not quantity, but 1 or 2 would be nice. So that's not coming up. Now, when you see, if I had a reliable friggin' hard drive to put them on, that didn't cost like $3,000 to put in. You know what I mean? Into the server. You got to remember, I have
Right.
an actual dedicated server, and that's the only way I can. That's the only reason I can do what I'm doing here right now is because I went and grabbed like to do all of the things that I'm doing. Like to do 1 or 2 of them is easy on like get a Linode server or something. Like that's this cloud based. What do you call it? Virtual machine. Sorry, my brain farted there. But yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is going back. This is, I think, probably one of the first videos I ever put in here because it was just when I first installed it. So let's
Mhm.
see if it'll go back to that one. I'm I'm thinking it won't. And there's no reason for it not to. I mean, I could show you, but I'm not gonna go into my AWS live. 'Cause I don't want, like, the nodes and addresses and things like that, being publicly posted. But I just don't want to get any attacks. But I mean, all the files are there. It says they're there and they're versioned. Like, they're actually, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe because they're versioned. I don't know. Like, if they get changed or if they.
If you can't access it, then I need to reopen it. Upload it.
I don't know. I thought it was slow to begin with, and then I didn't pay the 1 month because I didn't have enough money to pay them, so they shut it off for a while. I think what they did is I think they're timing out some of the files.
Maybe.
Fucking bastards, because
You
that's
said,
that's.
they are having an upgrade, right?
Well,
So
no, I
maybe
think.
it'll time.
No, I don't know about that. I think they're doing is they're timing them out. I think that way they don't have files hang around for 10 years that nobody claims. You know what I mean? So, like, they time out. And maybe there's something special that you have to do so they don't time out. Maybe that's what it is. But that's not what
Yeah, there's probably like a setting.
that's not what I'm paying for. Like, I'm paying for data storage, not fucking not Mission Impossible. This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Right.
Fuck me.
So check on that. Find out what's going on there.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. How long we've been going for? Hour and 13 minutes. It's not so bad. But
No, it's hour 50. We got probably hour 13 from the
hour
time podcast.
13:47. Hour 13:48. It's basically it's basically hour 15.
Yeah.
That's including the 15-minute intro. that was
Oh, yeah, that's right.
that was clambering to get it all together. And I learned really fast that I can't have as many browser windows open as I did and then have a chance at running Mix. But I have some tweaking to do. To get this machine a little bit more efficient, I guess. Yeah, the buffer's set at 512. Fuck, I'm sitting 3,000 X runs. And the DSP's working at about 12% in idle mode. Oh, yeah, it jumps up to 52. A lot of DSPs. I got to see what I can shut down, what I don't need. There's probably a bunch of stuff in here I don't need. Because each thing takes up, even if it's not being used, it has to be allocated, like the space.